I want to take you on a journey through one of the most profound stories in the Bible. It's a tale of trust, obedience, and God's faithfulness that has captivated readers for thousands of years. We're going to explore the story of Abraham and Isaac, a narrative that challenges us to think deeply about faith and the nature of God's promises. Let us begin. In the ancient world, we meet Abraham, a man chosen by God to be the father of many nations. God had made an incredible promise to Abraham, that through his offspring, all peoples on earth would be blessed. After years of waiting, Abraham and Sarah finally had a son, Isaac, the child of promise. Their joy was immeasurable, and Isaac grew to be the delight of his father's eyes. But then something unexpected happened. God spoke to Abraham, asking him to do the unthinkable, to offer Isaac as a sacrifice. Now, this is important because it wasn't that God desired harm, but rather it was a profound test of Abraham's trust. You see, the question was, would Abraham believe that God could fulfill his promise even if it seemed impossible? The test of faith was about to begin. Early one morning, Abraham rose and prepared for the journey. He saddled his donkey, chopped wood for the offering, and set out with Isaac and 2 servants. For 3 days they traveled in solemn silence. Abraham's heart must have been heavy, yet he pressed on, trusting in God's faithfulness. As they neared the place God had chosen, Abraham told the servants to wait. He said something remarkable. "We will worship and then we will come back to you." Even in this moment of testing, Abraham spoke words of hope. He and Isaac continued up the mountain alone, with Isaac carrying the wood and Abraham holding the fire and the knife. Each step brought them closer to the place of testing. The moment of truth was drawing near. As they climbed, Isaac noticed something was missing.
"Father, where is the lamb for the burnt offering?"
God himself will provide the lamb, my son.
These words, they echo through history, showing Abraham's trust in God's provision. Even when he couldn't see how, at the top of the mountain, Abraham built an altar and arranged the wood. The moment of crisis had arrived. Abraham bound Isaac and placed him on the altar, just as Abraham reached for the knife.
Abraham, Abraham, do not lay a hand on the boy. Now I know that you fear God because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son.
The test was complete. Abraham's faith had been proven, and God's faithfulness was about to be revealed in an amazing way. But the story wasn't over yet. Abraham looked up, and there, caught in a thicket by its horns, was a ram. God had indeed provided. Abraham took the ram and offered it as a sacrifice instead of his son.
The Lord will provide.
He named that place, "The Lord Will Provide." A powerful reminder of God's faithfulness in our moments of greatest need. Then God spoke again to Abraham, reaffirming his promise with even greater emphasis. Because of Abraham's obedience, God declared that his descendants would be as numerous as the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore. Through Abraham's offspring, all nations on earth would be blessed. You see, this promise points forward in history to Jesus, through whom God would ultimately bless the entire world. The test was complete, and God's faithfulness had been revealed in the most profound way. This powerful story shows us profound truths about faith, obedience, and God's character. It reminds us that God is faithful to his promises, even when circumstances seem impossible. It challenges us to trust God deeply, knowing that he sees the bigger picture. And ultimately, it points us to the greatest provision of all. Jesus, God's own Son, given for us all. As we reflect on Abraham and Isaac's journey, may we find courage to face our own tests of faith, trusting in the God who provides.